Hello, I'm Ray here and you're watching Moto NZ. We're not at my house for once. We're at that guy's place. That's Mark. He's working on, in theory, stealing my motorcycle. We'll talk about that in a moment. So, SIZZAPP. You saw me do a wee first look at the SIZZAPP GPS tracker. I've installed it. Well, I had it installed on the Golden Snitch, as my son's called it, the Cosmic Yellow Street Triple. What I've done is I've actually removed it from that bike, and we're working on installing it in Mark's Kawasaki. Then Mark's going to steal my bike, in theory, and I'm going to track him on my phone, hunt him down, and then remove his testicles. So
that wasn't part of the agreement.
Shh. What you don't know can't hurt you. So Mark is literally installing it right now. We just won't pay attention too closely to how he's installing it because it's a little bit jiggery-pokery. Yeah. But it's just to make sure it works.
Drop test passed.
Yeah, no, good. Yeah. So that is the SIZZAPP. Inside that, it's your riding mate in a box. So it will track your bike, speed, distance, battery, all that sort of stuff. And I'll show you on the app a little bit later on. But the other part of it will send you notifications whenever it detects your bike has moved. You can set a little geofence around your house on a map. It'll send you a notification saying your bike has left home, that sort of stuff. So what we want to know is how accurate is the GPS tracking? Can Mark disappear on his Kawasaki, and can I find him using the app alone? Okay, so what we've done is we've powered up the SIZZAPP device on Mark's rather loud Kawasaki. Hopefully you can hear me. And I've got the app on my phone here. Shut up. Right, so I can see we are online. We have 12.71 volts running through the bike. We should be on probably 13. It might take a minute to update. And what I can do is now go find my bike, and that is where we are right there. So it is working. Now, Mark needs to go and get his gear on and, in theory, steal my bike, and we'll see if we can find him. The other thing I wanted to test out was whether Apple AirTags are any good. And what Mark doesn't know, I haven't told him, is that I've put an Apple AirTag on his bike inside here. It's just stuck there. He might notice it, he might not. But we'll try Apple AirTags and see what happens as well.
All right, ready to go. Little does Ray know I'm a cunning thief, and I've scoped out a spot to leave the bike, which is notorious for having poor cell phone coverage. Let's see how this goes.
Right, this is going to be the test. Can we find the stolen Z1000 SX?
All its filthy glory.
He's going to go hide in a green bush somewhere, isn't he?
He's on to me. He knows my strategy.
Right, I'll give you maybe eight minutes to go and hide.
Yeah, if that.
Okay, so this would be a really good time for me to have a quad lock on the bars of my bike. Probably a good time for me to know where my keys are too. What makes this a really good challenge is I don't know this area of town at all, so it's purely based on what my phone tells me. Okay, oh no, my bike has been stolen. Let's find it. Golden Snitch, movement detected 3 minutes ago. Right, let's find him. Find directions. Okay. So he's at the petrol station on the main road. I know where that is. Right, here we go. So that shouldn't be too hard to find. The trick's going to be whether he's moved in between times. Of course, if my motorcycle was actually stolen, I wouldn't be going to find it on another motorcycle. It'd be taking me ute. The big crowbar. It's in that car park and I don't actually know how to get to it. Alright, let's just pause here and recheck the GPS. Found the stolen motorcycle! Give me my bike back, you thief!
I found the stolen bike and the thief. So that's interesting. We're under a mound of concrete here. The GPS told me basically where that fence is over there. There. It's where you were. And not knowing the area, I pulled into that car park first and then realised there was a driveway to this car park and came in here.
All right, time for challenge number 2.
So we know that it works in areas that we have good cell phone reception. Mm-hmm. You know some areas that don't have good cell phone reception.
So this is terrible GPS reception here, great cell phone reception. The cell phone tower's on the roof here. So yeah, let's flip that on its head. Okay. See how we go.
Such an interesting test this. The SIZZAPP is actually really good so far. Interesting to see what happens when we go to a place with bad reception. Right, off you go then, thief. Right, so I'm going to give him the allotted amount of time to get out of here, but I'm also going to get out of here myself. I know that he's still driving, so let's see if we can find him and follow him. Check that out, it's actually giving reasonable real-time updates. He's going back to his house. Interesting. So if I was able to hold the phone and ride, we could, in theory, probably get to him before he gets nation.
Here we are, location number 2, and we are completely hemmed in by the hills in this little area which has got no line of sight to any cell phone towers.
I know where that is. Up the hill, around the corner, hang a right there towards the Brooklyn wind turbine. Righto, let's go find him. Is he up here, or is he around the corner?
Here he is! He's got me!
Now we found him again.
Ray, you're going to have to work on your dismounts. You're not fast enough getting off the bike.
Fair point. You're going to get on it right away, are you?
So I found you again. We're down to 1 bar cell phone reception.
I'm going to have to try harder.
The interesting thing that I found was I could tell when you turned the bike off because it said SIZZAPP has lost battery. So I was like, right, he stopped somewhere. Which in theory said to me that the thief stole my bike and then found the SIZZAPP, disconnected it, but gave me the last known location, which was here. Interesting. And we could get pretty much real-time updates of where you were riding. I followed your arrow up the map. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
AirTag was no good.
Oh, so the AirTag didn't work?
No.
Oh, did you get any location updates at all?
I got the last location when you were near an iPhone, which was me,
Yeah.
at the car park down the road.
I don't have an iPhone.
No. So far twice in an area that I don't know particularly well, I've managed to find my bike, in inverted commas. Of course, if Mark had to come here and hidden the bike inside that garage, I wouldn't be able to see it. I'd see it, it's here somewhere, but I wouldn't know exactly where it was. So we're only as good as, our technology.
And the other thing is, well, okay, we've tested it in a parking garage, but it was only a small one-level job. We've tested it sort of in the western hills of the Wellington city. What about in the CBD, in the the dense sort of urban jungle? I wonder how it does with all the tall buildings and whether the location tracking's still good.
Do you want to go find somewhere?
Yeah. Let's try something a bit denser.
All right. Do we play this game again? Oh no, thief is stealing my bike. Right, have fun.
Right, let's have another look at the... There we go. Golden snitch. Movement detected. Can you see that? Now, I'm in a bad phone reception area. So, taking its time to update. So maybe I need to go somewhere there's a bit of reception. Better updates. Interesting thing to note is that I've had no updates on the AirTag. Now, I'm an Apple user. I got an iPhone. Interestingly, when I'm near it, of course it updates. It's something we already knew about AirTags, that it's got a ping off an iPhone to update. But iPhones aren't as prolific as some of us would like to believe. Now, one cool little use case I can think of for the SIZZAPP device is that if you've got a young fella or felleress that's just learning to ride motorbikes, and they've just got their learner license, and you've told them as a parent, maybe you're allowed to ride it to and from school, and that's about it. You can do a full tracking on that motorbike from the SIZZAPP device. Not only can you do that, but you can see their top speed and all that other information. So that could be a really cool use case to knowing whether you can trust your teenager or not. You can also get car versions of the device that plug in or wire in. Okay, let's check this again. Alright, he's still driving through town. He's right at the bottom of the hill now. 1.9 kilometers. Current speed 33 kilometers an hour. 13.8 volts on his motorbike. Near the top of Cuba Street. Top of Taranaki Street. The lights at Taranaki Street now. Right, I reckon I go there. Let's see where he ends up. Alright, he's down on Dixon Street. Don't actually know much about how to get around Wellington, but Cuba Street's one street I do know. I don't know if this is Dixon Street. No, this is Ghuzney Street. Hopefully we can hang a right at the end of Ghuzney Street. I think Dixon's the next one. Last check he was down here somewhere. Oh, he's moved again, cheeky bugger. He's gone down Lambton Quay. Down near... Okay, how do I get down there? Alright, so what we're learning is that as long as that GPS stays on the bike and stays powered, it's going to give us reliable location information. And if I could have it on the handlebars of my bike, I'd be able to track him down in real time. The phone, that is. If I could have the phone on the handlebars of my bike, I'd be able to track him down in real time. Don't actually know where I'm going now. I'm going to end up on the motorway if I'm not careful.
Alright, I found the densest bit of urban jungle that... check this out. And I've got concrete overhead. And we've just been through a ride right through the densest part of the city, so let's see if he can find me.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if he was just coming up here as I was coming down? Terrace. The terrace. Shell Lane. Shell Lane, okay. Shell Lane, that's where I needed to be.
There it is, it's a triumph, I hear him. He's got me.
There you go. That was a lot more difficult, that one, and I'll pull up my phone and I'll tell you why.
I found him. That was a lot more challenging, but I found him. Okay, so the reason why that was more challenging was I was watching you move. I had to move because I didn't have a good enough cell reception to track you back when we started.
Oh, so the phone was the problem?
Then I saw you go down to the top of Cuba and Taranaki, so that's when I set off. And I got somewhere near there, and you were at the end of Dixon. So I got to there, and then you were all the way down by Parliament, and I got to there, and then you were here. So, and then I had issues getting around the place because I don't know the place
I
as
tried
well
to
as
do
you.
a zigzag for you, so maybe you'd cut me off.
Yeah, at the little icon there, and went down through Brooklyn. I saw you went down Taranaki here, and then across through town. I ended up out the back of God knows where out the back. And went, okay, you're in behind there somewhere. Not knowing the area makes life difficult, but that's 3 from 3 that I found you pretty smartly.
But, I mean, you'd be really happy if it was your bike that had been nicked and you're trying to track it down. This is gold, you know?
Absolutely.
Line of sight every
time. And the
time.
fact that it's all working off data, and, I mean, I can set it up to get text notifications and phone calls, but you only get 50 of those with the initial purchase of the device. So it works off data, which is completely free and unlimited. I'm getting notifications. I can set this up to sound an alarm at 50 decibels when my bike goes somewhere.
That's handy. I had a question for you, which is, what's the deal with data? So you said something about this comes with a SIM card.
It does.
I know from other stuff I've done with trackers that you can really blow through a ton of data, and you often get charged per transmission, not just per byte of data. What's the go with this one?
I don't know. Essentially, they include the SIM card with the device. The device itself is a little bit more expensive than other devices. I think it's $600 Australian, but you get 50 texts, 50 calls, and unlimited notifications to the app.
Wow, including the tracking, I assume.
Including everything.
I wonder how long that'll last for. Is it a 1-year deal or? Yeah, cool.
But
if it's permanent.
Well, yeah, we've established that it works.
They're going to eat Monimoto alive.
So there we have it. I mean, that's yes. This is the question about the data. We don't know how long that will last, but according to the website for SIZZAPP, it's unlimited forever. They limit text messages and phone calls, but otherwise, for $600, it's almost like, why wouldn't you have one?
It's performing as good as any GPS tracker I've ever seen. And if you're not paying for the data or a subscription, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. The fact that I've been able to track him down in an area that I don't particularly know that well, I'm impressed.
The other thing that I'm interested in is when it's installed in a more secretive place on the bike.
Yeah.
So, I've stuck it under my pillion seat.
Which is where I had it, to be fair.
And I just had 12 volts there. It was, 2 minutes to install it. In reality, if it was your long-term bike, you're going to put it somewhere where you have a vacant space that is not
hidden
easy
inside
to
the
get to.
earbox or something.
Yeah. I mean, everyone will think of something. There'll be some little cavity that's really hard to get to for a thief. But you can run wire in there. I wonder how it would perform. Yeah, under a fuel tank. I wouldn't recommend sitting on this device. I would never put it under the seat because of the radio emissions.
Yeah.
We don't know much about its power output or what it does.
Might be a free vasectomy.
It might be a free vasectomy, yeah, exactly.
So there you have it. As far as our testing goes, SIZZAPP is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. To update you on what the AirTags have done, they've been absolute arse because he doesn't have an iPhone and it's a Sunday in Wellington. There's not that much foot traffic around, so I couldn't get a single update from the AirTag unless I was beside the bike. Which is disappointing because you think that might actually be a way that you could secure your bike. $600 for SIZZAPP. That's Australian dollars too, by the way. I see the value in that. If you don't, then no drama, trot on. But for $600, and so far 3 from 3, I've found my bike. What do you think? Can I take my bike home now?
I think I should take your bike home. Well, there goes Ray. Now I'm going to see if I can track him on his way home. Let's engage Big Brother mode and check in on Ray, see if he's on the motorway and if he's behaving himself or not. Oh, there he is on State Highway 2. Doing 103, and what a great name for a bike, the Golden Snitch. One thing I don't like about this this interface, where it's just using the web browser, is you can't pinch to zoom. You've got to push the little plus and minus buttons, but man, it updates quick. Really good. There he is, tracking closer and closer to Petone every moment. I'm noticing that it seems to update more often when I move the map. When I just have the map sitting there, it doesn't seem to update that much. Could be an illusion. That marker hasn't moved for a while. Now I'm going to drag the map. Yeah, look at that. As soon as I touch the screen, it jumps. The precision viewing it in the web browser is not nearly as high as when we're looking at it in the SIZZAPP app. Well, there he is. I can see he's turned off the motorway. Bit of a gap in coverage for a minute there. Still really impressive how quick that updates.
Got any questions? Chuck them in the comments box below. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you very much to SIZZAPP. They did give me the device for free. They have not paid me to make this video. They do not see this video before it goes live. They just gave me the device for free, as I said. So if you like it, link in the description below. You can get yourself one. I highly recommend it, and I think I'm going to get another one for my truck and potentially my other bike. Says a lot, doesn't it? Right, catch you in the next one. Hooroo!